Hello guys, so welcome to my video game review of GTA 3. So I think it's like its 22nd or 23rd anniversary today. Since I think the game came out somewhere in October 22nd. Some places came out a bit later, but yeah. I think this is like its true original release anyway. But yeah. Just gonna do my little review of the game. Be the first game I reviewed on the channel. I think the first game I truly ever reviewed was Last of Us 2 and how much I hated that game, but yeah. It's best to finally continue 4 years later with a legendary game that, you know, like, revolutionized games in a way, especially when it came to like open world games, crime games, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of games that I, like open world games that I prefer over some of these GTA games, but they wouldn't exist without this game, so I have to give it that much respect, yeah. It's just like the first 3D GTA game, since the previous ones were like basically like this. It was 2D, so they kind of had like an up top view, and everything was 2D. Like with the first 2 GTA games in London, but they kind of changed that in I guess this version of the game, next gen version. Because you know, the first came out on like PS1, the first GTA game, and there was a sequel, then London, and then going into the PS2 era, we got GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and then you know the rest, yeah. But yeah, this game's a classic. Still aged well, still great visuals. I'm playing this from the PC version, not the crappy Definitive Edition version. The most classic way to play this game is, you know, on PS2 or Xbox original, yeah. But yeah. And I've got some mods that make the game run better because the PC version is infamous of just having a lot of bugs. Yeah. But if you get a certain mod, you can basically run this game perfectly and it'll look, you know, pretty nice. Yeah. I could leave a link to the mod that I use, but if I can find it, because I kind of like downloaded it, and if I can find the right link, I'll leave it down below, just probably not straight away. But yeah. Let's just talk about the actual gameplay. So yeah, depending on the version you're playing, also the gameplay is a bit, you know, compared to modern day, it's just not, you know, perfect. It's still, you know, obviously playable, but you know, if you was playing the original version, it could just be a bit off compared to some of the later games with the gameplay, especially when you're doing like harder missions. It can get pretty difficult, because this game, the more you play it, the more overwhelming it gets. Like, it gets really hard, yeah. This game's no joke. Yeah. It's more like, with this game, it's all about experience for it to be easy, where games like GTA 4 and 5, they've just become way more easy at that point, so they're not as difficult. Probably the only difficult things you would go through is like GTA 5's online mode. If you play with random players and they're really bad, yeah, no teamwork. And if you've played GTA Online and tried to do heists with randoms, you know how that is. But when it just comes to the campaign, like GTA 4 and 5's campaign, it's a lot easier compared to some of the older games, like the 3D games, in the PS2 era. And this is probably the hardest one out of the 3D games, yeah. And it makes me wonder what they're going to do with GTA 6. Would it actually make it more harder, like the older games, or it will just be even easier than GTA 4 and 5? Yeah. But I guess we'll see. And yeah, just Liberty City. It's just the first city it's decided to focus on in this 3D era. Yeah, it was a good choice. And like I said, if you're playing this on PC and get a specific mod that, you know, improves everything, the handling's so much better compared to the original. I wouldn't say it's awful in the PS2 Xbox original version of the game, but there's a slight improvement, yeah. It's not as flipping janky, yeah. There's a lot of improvements from this version using mods. Because if you just play this without mods, you're just gonna have some of the issues from the console, while it even being even worse with some of the flipping bugs that can happen where you just flipping, you could just basically be walking like here, and you could possibly just randomly die. Like you're flipping back, just break and you're dead. And that can be annoying when you're in a mission or you haven't got to save yet, because in the older games there's no autosave, so that could be an issue. Yeah. There's no GPS in these older ones, so you don't really have that. You just gotta be able to drive there, and I'm just kind of used to that because of all the times I've played, you know, San Andreas, because these older games, there was no GPS like GTA 4 and 5. You just had to know where you was going, I guess. Yeah. As for the weapons, yeah, there's a lot of cool options, you know, melee weapons like baseball bats, and then you've got the pistols, and then SMGs like Tech 9s, minigun, flamethrower, a lot of options. Yeah. Also, when it comes to story, a very good story, good characters. Just back when GTA tried to make parodies of stuff like, you know, Goodfellas, Mafia, just Mafia films basically, Godfather. You can even see Easter eggs like something that says Bad Fellas, so it's like making fun of Goodfellas, I guess. Yeah. I mean, that's what Rockstar used to do when it was actually good. They had a very good sense of humor, even if like they'd make their own advertisements and say some hilarious stuff that people wouldn't say in real life, but it's what they're probably thinking. If they could actually be fully honest. Yeah, that's what I kind of miss about the true Rockstar, and we'll probably never see anything like that again. In this modern Rockstar, they're going to be a lot more, you know, PG. That's just funny to say for Rockstar, for how offensive they used to be. Also, the older games, when your car kind of rolls over, it's basically done. There's no recovering it. What else can I say? I mean, I guess the main character you play as is called Claude Speed. He doesn't really talk. He's kind of a mute, so compared to some of the other GTA characters. But he mostly speaks with his actions than, you know, words, and that's something they end up doing with the first Saints Row game. Yeah, where your character also doesn't speak, and it's more to make it feel like, I guess, your character. And in the brief times he does speak, it's to say something, I guess, iconic. Yeah. I think it was Claude had like brief moments where he would just like randomly speak. Yeah. Even if it's just like 3 or 4 times in the whole game, like Saints Row. Which, by the way, you know, I kind of prefer Saints Row over GTA when I'm talking about the first 2 games. They just made a better GTA in my opinion. But looks like it went downhill, as, you know, GTA did as well. But flipping Saints Row, when it went down, and then even then some, like, trying to reboot it, it was even worse. It's just crazy what happened to Saints Row. GTA 6 is basically their last chance, even though with what happened with GTA 5, like later on, and Definitive Edition, and just how they treat their fans in general, I just have no hope that it's going to be good. No hope at all. So really, for some people that are still have hope, this is their last chance, really. Otherwise, we're just going to end up like all the other companies, really. All of them that have fallen off. Because, man, they started so high with this game that they just fell off. Now, a lot of people are going back to the older ones, like GTA 4 is getting so much love now. It used to be so underrated, but now it's just like, everyone's talking about it now. It's just beyond aged better than GTA 5 at this point. People are talking about the campaign. Yeah. People love GTA 4 now, giving it all the praise, and we actually could have got a remaster if people weren't buying shark cards, but what can you do? Yeah. But yeah, this is a classic game. Has great radio station, you know, selection. A lot of cool vehicles you can drive that you get in the later levels. Just a lot of they had a lot of good stuff to start off this new era of the franchise, because it kind of became important for like future games in the series and flipping open world games in general. Because without this game, I don't even know how a lot of my favorite open world games would even be. But yeah, even though like this is not really my top 5 GTA games, probably be like 6th place, maybe lower, but it does have a huge importance to set up what, you know, came later on, and just have so much respect for it. But yeah, that's just my little video game review of GTA 3. I don't have huge memories of this game, and it definitely kicks my ass. It's a really hard GTA game, especially for newcomers. But yeah, it's definitely a must play. I had to make this on its anniversary. So hope you enjoyed my little game review. I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate you can leave a like and peace.